What's up, guys? It's Atomic, and I thought I'd bring you the latest Friday the 13th game news. I was going to put this video out yesterday, but I was feeling a bit lazy, and there's not a whole lot of news, but I got nothing better to do right now, and considering that the servers are down, may as well do this video. But before I even begin, I should say this is a huge problem. If they never issue like a client-side save, uh, if the servers go down permanently, we're all screwed. All of our stuff that we've unlocked, everything like that, we wouldn't even be able to use it anymore offline. Like right now, playing against the bots, the only thing I can do is play as Savini since I have him, and Jason 3 and 5. So major bummer, and hopefully that client-side save eventually comes, because if not, like I said, we're all screwed. Anyway, the latest news concerning the future of the game and future content. Now, I think I told you guys the last time I did a video like this that we were waiting for some kind of statement from Gunn. We never got that. The reason why I was assuming that, or hoping for it, is over on Twitter, Wes. And whenever you hear me say the name Wes, I'm talking about Wes Keltner, the chief over at Gunn Media. Well, he had said, look, guys, we'll have something to say, but we're going to wait for the rights holders to say something first. So, Victor Miller, he didn't have anything to say. As far as I know, he still hasn't said anything. When the ruling first came down, there was the little statement from Horror Inc. that basically said, well, we're disappointed, but we're going to continue to go forward with projects, and, we're already in development. We're already talking about stuff, whatever. So they issued a new one, and this is Horror Inc., not Gunn. And Gunn, they just linked to it on Twitter. So is this all they're going to say? I hope not. I was talking about, be open and transparent, but that's not what the statement from Horror Inc. is. Now, if you want to read it all for yourself, it's over at bloodydisgusting.com. But it was the same kind of vague statement that we've always gotten from these guys. Again, you can read the whole thing, but when it comes to the game, they said, yeah, we're disappointed with the ruling, blah, blah, blah. But basically it says, while the ruling does not prevent Gunn from continuing to sell and operate the existing game, it may complicate adding certain content to the current game in the future. So what exactly does that mean? It may complicate? May? And what content exactly? I said it before, guys, just be honest and open. Tell us what the deal is. Unless they just don't know because, lawsuits are weird. We don't know, just tell us what's going on. That's my whole deal. The fact that it may, well, it already has, because Gunn came out and said, look, we're not doing anything. We're done with this game. So, what's the deal? Now, the statement went on to say something about, people have reached out and said, can you guys get a hold of Victor Miller and, maybe make a deal, and then he can, give the go-ahead to add some content. And this line, kind of struck me, where it says, even if Gunn were in a position to continue to fund the game while it was waiting for such questions to be resolved, whether or not a deal with Miller can be made, there is no evidence to date that such a settlement is possible. And it goes on to say, look, before this ruling came down, they reached out to Miller, and Miller, he didn't want anything to do with him. He wouldn't even talk to Sean Cunningham. Now, obviously, that was before the ruling. Now that it's been laid down and he has won, maybe he's more open to making a deal. So can we make sense of this? I really can't, but I think it goes back to what I said in the previous video, where I said this is probably all about Gunn and just their fear the Gunn, their fear of being sued. If more content was added to this current game, I'm assuming that they're afraid that Victor Miller could come to them and say, look, you guys made this game before my, his lawyers would say, before my client, had rights, you guys made this game, but now that he owns the right, you are adding content, you are furthering the story. And this game has content that was created by my client. So you guys are not allowed to add any content. If you do, my client is entitled to some sort of compensation. Now, is all of that true? I have no idea. But that's the only thing that I could think or assume. It would be great if Gun Media could come out and tell us that, look, we don't want to get sued. This game has content that belongs to Victor Miller, and, it's just not, lawyers cost a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. We can't do it. If they came out and were honest like that, I'd accept it. But these vague statements are just, what exactly are we supposed to? I mean, we're still sitting here in limbo. We pretty much know that there's no more content coming, but when you get vague statements like that, it does nothing to help your cause or make people understand and accept it. Now, the other part about how, even if Gunn were in a position to continue to fund the game, we don't know if we could, make a deal with Miller in time. I somewhat understand where they're coming from there. Look, if they added any more free content, and of all the content that we were expecting or at least hoping for, again, of course I want a new map, but it's not a big deal to me. There's other content out there that I'd rather have. I would like more kill packs. That pajama pack for the counselors, not a big deal to me, but it's nice. But obviously the big one was Uber Jason. Now, he was supposed to be free. And considering that they have just released this game on PlayStation Plus, there's really no benefit for Gunn to release any more free content. Before May, June, July, August, September, you put some free content out there, especially Jason X, Uber Jason, that could sway a few people to, I wasn't going to buy the game before, but now I am. Now that basically anyone who wants it has it, and yes, I know, PC players, Xbox players, look, the largest player base of this game was on PlayStation. And now that it's mostly an online experience, so to play online, you need PlayStation Plus anyway. So anyone who wanted this game on PlayStation now has it. So there's really no incentive for them to release free content. At this point, I'll tell you guys, I'd be willing to pay for Uber Jason. Now, how much exactly? Everyone's different. How much do you want to pay? I'd be willing to go $10. If they if he came with the kill packs, give me Uber Jason with the 3 additional weapon kills, I'd pay $10. And I think a lot of people would too. And that's why I'd like, if somehow they could release him, if they say, look guys, it's not financially feasible, even though he looked like he was mostly done. Like I said, change up the face when he's unmasked, give him some chase music. It could be even one of the other Jason's music. Give him, Savini's music. I don't care. But the guy was basically done. But even if they came out and said, look, it's not financially feasible, put up a poll. I'm not going to kickstart a game that's already released. But, put up a poll, see what kind of interest there is. Are you willing to pay for Uber Jason? If you do, we can bring him to the game. That would obviously piss people off, but at the end of the day, what would you rather have? Would you rather have no Uber, or would you rather get him, but he's paid? That would raise questions, he's overpowered, pay to win, but the bottom line is, look, I get it, we can't fund our game, we're not making any more money, we just gave it away for free on PlayStation Plus. I totally get it, but I think, if the option was there, they should at least try to test the waters, if you will, and see, are people, it would be a great strategy when you think about it. Delay all future content that was supposed to be free, and then, say, yeah, you guys can get it, but you gotta pay. So, what happens going forward? Well, again, we're still in the same position. We're getting ambushed like I was there by Kenny. We still don't know what's going on. We can still hold out hope, but, I'm not optimistic. And why Gunn cannot say anything for themselves, I have no idea. Again, we have no idea what kind of agreement there is between Gunn and Horror Inc. You know, maybe Horror Inc. has to approve everything. Maybe they couldn't add any content to the game anyway without Horror Inc.'s approval. You guys know I like playing that Star Wars Battlefront game, and supposedly, they can't add anything to that game until they get the okay from Disney. So, maybe it's something like that. And where I talked about Gunn, themselves going out and adding content, or at least, contacting Miller and making a deal with him on their own. Maybe they can't. Maybe Horror Inc. wouldn't want them to. But, when I did this last video, I said, guys, come out, say something, be transparent, be open, and be honest, and people will accept it. And unfortunately, with this statement that was released by Horror Inc., we didn't get that. It was, more vague answers. It doesn't prevent Gunn from continuing to sell the game that's already out there, but it may complicate adding certain content to the current game. It may. Alright, I'm not a lawyer, but I mean, you guys got plenty of lawyers. What does that mean? It may. And as far as, certain content, well, what's certain content? Could you add a new type of firecracker to the game? Would that break any agreement? We got fireworks in the game to slow down Jason. What about, a newer one, a bigger one? Could you do that? Again, what certain content can you not add? Very disappointed that they have not been more open about this. And, guys, it's just, is it more of the same with these guys? I've always wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it looks like we're just not going to get that here. It's just, why can they not just say, we're finished? I mean, I know they don't want to piss people off. They don't want their reputation harmed, and, going forward, no one will buy anything from Gunn Media. I totally get that, but you will win people over more if you do it that way. Guys, we had a lot of fun putting this game out. It was a great experience for all of us. It is what it is. Sorry we couldn't do more. These legal issues, they complicated things. We didn't want to get bogged down in a lawsuit. That's it. But instead, especially, with this game coming out for everyone with PlayStation Plus, it's just more people hoping, oh man, could they even add more to this? Where is Uber Jason? He looks so cool. I want him in the game. Come out, guys. Just say it. He's not coming. He will never come. And that's that. So that's all I've got to say, guys. Sorry, I'm rambling. I didn't want to do any edits or anything. I just wanted to get this over with and bring you guys that latest statement. And we'll see what happens as far as when these servers come back online, because, like I said, with all these people coming to the game, it was bound to happen, but this is a bit ridiculous. So hopefully we'll all be back online soon doing our killing, and more fun can still be had with this game. It's not a bright future, but the game is just not completely over right now. So we'll see what happens, and if there's any kind of statement in the future from Gunn, I'll let you guys know and give you my thoughts on it. So that's all there is, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rant and ramble, and I'll see you in the next video.